What's going on, people? How's everything? How's everybody? Welcome to another live stream. I appreciate you for stopping by. For anybody that may stop by, for those folks in the replay, shout out to you in the replay. Where I come from with this one, why I titled it this is because you kind of know the issues in the world. You know what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on to my niece? I see you out there. Thank you for stopping by, young niece. Usually my live streams are too late for you, and you should be in bed right now. I don't know why you up, but that's another story. What's going on, Caesar? I appreciate you. How I present it like this? Sorry about that. I gotta turn this down. Yeah. Oh, now it's good night. Yeah. Okay. But thank you for coming by. Uncle Mel loves you. I appreciate you. Yeah. The title of this, like I said, the world needs love. I mean, folks understand what's going on in the world, the sectarian violence, the things that transpire. Some people say, it's innate. It's in the nature of people to war with each other, to violence, to rage. To really, put things out there to where we hurt each other. We're kind of great or good at hurting each other. People know how to do that with proficiency and ease, I mean, prolifically, and it's kind of wild when you think about it, So, I say the world needs more love because, there's so much hatred out there. There's so much negativity, You passed the first part of the GED. That's what's up, Caesar. Congratulations for passing the first part of your GED. I got one of those myself, so I know what that was like. That's a whole long time ago. But yeah. So I don't know. I say the world needs more love in it because, like I said, interestingly enough, it is easy for folks to to hate, to be divided, and I've encountered some things, behind the scenes, some stuff on the scene, just about seeing, like I said, how people feel, especially when it comes to immigration, when it comes to particular things that people go through, issues that people face, you wonder about the situation and say, hey, where will the world go? If people are constantly divided, if people are constantly against each other, if people are constantly, doing things to, tear each other down. I mean, sometimes, like I said, a lot of times, people just hate each other because they're different. There's a cultural, exchange, that goes on, with people not wanting to intermingle and, interracial relationships and, stuff like that. What's going on, Creative Redundancy? Yeah, you can do it. I think we all can. Like I said, I'm not trying to preach or get on a soapbox right now, and I'm not saying something that you folks don't know. I just feel like a better effort needs to be made, to understand and see each other as human beings. We're not all going to agree. We're not all going to see eye to eye, on the things in the world. I don't have to go through all the issues in the world and all the things that are going on. You can look at the news. You can go through the newspaper for those folks that still do that. Hey, what's up, Yas Poet? Appreciate you. Thank you, Angel Munez. Yeah. I mean, it is about how we treat each other. It's kind of crazy out there. Let me say hello to all in the chat. Hello to all in the chat. Thank you for coming by. In the chat. Okay, there we go. So I gave you some of that. Yeah, so I don't know. I think things are not going to change, for the better if we constantly find ways to be divided against each other. And these are things people already know. What's up, Cargo 619? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Like I said, it's easy. Even though this nation was built on hatred and it can be destiny. Yeah, things can change. What's up, Melanie? Thank you. Appreciate you for coming through. I mean, I don't have all the answers. I know you folks have answers out there. I know it's ways that people go through things. Just it's about appreciating and valuing life. And I know you got the pro-life people out there. That's another issue with that. It's just so much negativity out there. What's going on, Llama Monster? I appreciate you for coming through. And I believe that the world needs more love. And like I said, because I'm repeating myself, I'm talking in circles a little bit because, where does humanity go? Where does life go? What's up, Jidlit? If we continue to hate on each other, what about the environment, the society, the youth, the future? Brenda G's Designs, thank you for coming through. And one of the reasons why I say the world needs more love is because we have to remember that the youth are watching. They see us. They look at the things that we do now. They look at the stuff with the presidential politics, or if you go overseas, with parliaments of different countries and different organizations and stuff like that. The sectarian violence that goes on in the Middle East. The nuclear proliferation around the world. Yeah, Melanie, we are the example. I mean, the youth are watching us, and the things that we do today, the hatred that we give to each other today, or the lack of love that we give each other today, it's an example of what, or archetype of what can be pushed forward. I mean, what are we leaving for our children? What are we leaving for the future society? Like I said, I'm just speaking my piece on it and just trying to put it out there in the earth and whatnot. And we all can make a difference in little ways. With the youth, with giving the youth a chance, with trying to inspire folks to, be uplifting, to be upbuilding, like Martin Luther King said, to see each other for the content of our character, not just the color of our skin or our religion or, our background or sexual preference and stuff like that. And, people feel what they don't understand. So it's important to understand each other just because we're different. Maybe you speak with a different accent. Maybe you have a funny way of being in your culture, whatever it is. Maybe you come from, a different, section of the world, a border or something like that. It's important that these things are, addressed. It's important that, at least somebody says something, because a lot of times we know about these problems and we ignore these things and we act like, okay, it'll go away, or maybe the politicians will figure it out, or maybe somebody else will come along with an idea and stuff like that. And realistically, that may not be the case. I remember when former President Obama said in one of his, hey, what's up, Crimson Fantasy, said in one of his speeches, he says, we're the ones we've been waiting for. We're the change that we want to see in the world. It's not for somebody else to come and fix the problems and solve the problems. It's really up to us to understand that each day with how we interact with each other, how we talk to each other, how we deal with each other or choose not to deal with each other, is the solution. It is the way forward, or lack of a way forward. You can either stifle somebody or you can, you can lift each other up. Yeah, maybe it's the politics and all that stuff, Yas Poet. But it's like an old timer told me, people tend to get in the way. People tend to get in the way of progress. People tend to get in the way of, pushing things and moving things forward, So it's one of those things to remember, because these things affect everybody. Everything touches everybody. If there's a school shooting somewhere, or if there's a war, going on, or if there's a financial crisis, it affects everybody, in different parts of the world. Yeah, what's up, Egyptian Gamer Geek? Thank you for stopping by. People feel, though, it's just because something is happening over there and it's not directly affecting me that it doesn't matter, or it doesn't, amount to anything, but we live in such a connected society that within minutes, something can travel across the world, and it can become viral, and it can automatically influence, a section of society that normally wouldn't have been touched by that particular situation. Like I said, and like I said, not to get too preachy, but like I said, the youth are watching, and they're impressionable and they're influenced. Just to give you an example of this, my niece was just on here a few minutes ago. Well, she should be sleeping. I say you should be sleeping. Yeah, you can give me the questions, Cargo 619. But it's just to note that like I said, the youth are watching. They're influenced by us. I mean, unknowingly, you may think that your actions, your words, your ideas, and the way that you present yourself may not mean anything, but it does. I remember I was reading somewhere where they said the rapper or singer Future, R&B guy, or trap star, whatever, was saying how he influenced the whole generation of kids to drink lean, and you may not think nothing of it at the time. You making trap music, or you're out there, just trying to have fun and whatnot, but you're not thinking about what's going on with, how it affects culture. And the question is, What is that box behind you that says cash flow? Is it a game? Sorry, this way off topic. It's not off topic. It's actually still I can still hold the whole course. Yes, it is. It is a game called Cash Flow. I can bring it for you. Since you want to see it, why not? Why not? You want to see, this is the game. The more you play, the richer you will become. So this is from this guy. Yeah. I learned about the financial stuff. Yeah, I do that. What else is it? It says the more you play this game, the richer you will become. And it's just, like some sort of Monopoly game. It's teaching you how to use an income statement. It's like a Monopoly type thing. It's a proprietary game not a lot of people know about. Let me show you the board. Back when I used to play more board games a lot. So yeah, no. It's a game that's been around for a while. Something like a Monopoly type thing. I can't see you on screen, but you can see the board, the different places and stuff like that. You got dice you roll, and there's money you're supposed to have. It's just about teaching you financially how to, do that, and, manage your books and all that stuff, So I'm seeing it in the replay over here. Yeah, it's a nice game. Thank you, Road King, for coming through. I'm trying to make sure I don't break the board. Okay. Yeah, but that's the game. That's the game. It's something that teaches you how to financially, manage your stuff in order. There's the fake money and stuff like that. Got some fake money for you. It's interesting that you talk about that because on the side note, since we're going on the side note, I do have this thing where I'm saving money and I'm trying to get people into the habit of saving money, especially with the government shutdown and stuff like that going on, that went on recently. It's important to manage your money and have something in reserve just in case of an emergency or something like that, and just learning how to, use an income statement and understanding, just about different things with your mortgage and, your bank accounts and savings accounts, stuff that people don't really, look into and have a handle on. That's just to let folks know I'm serious about that. I have all kind of financial information and things that I do. But on that side note, that's just really what that is. Back to what I was saying. Anybody else has any other questions, then you could do. Do you ever play the board game Ghost Castle? No, I have not. I got to look into that, Jid though. Thank you for asking. Shout out to Road King. I saw you in there saying you want to play. Thank you for coming through. I'm not going to make this a long live stream, but just long enough to make an impact. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Yeah, but like I was saying, I was just to reiterate, the world needs love. There's a lot of hatred in the world. How we treat each other matters is important. If you enjoy, believe the meaning of the words here from support. Thank you. Appreciate that creative redundancy. The world needs love because there's a lot of hate in there. It's easy to hate. It's easy to tear each other down. Also, the youth are watching, so it models the behavior the things that we do now for the future. We want to leave a world behind that the youth have that's salvageable, that's, not so tore down that they're barely recognizable to the people that were born here in generations before. But I digress from that situation for this point in time. And I say to those folks out there that's negative, Jordan Relish, come on, bro, let's kick off the Google Hangout. I want to join. Oh, this is not a Google Hangout, but if you want to do a Google Hangout later, let me know. This is actually me live streaming from my phone. Drone, I apologize to you for last night. As I was about to go off, I saw your comment because I was on my MacBook. Since I was on my MacBook, I didn't see the comments on there. And I have my phone here, so I was going on my phone and looking at the comments on the phone. So once I saw it on the phone, I said, oh, damn, he said I'm been silenced. I was like, nah, I didn't silence him. What the world needs now is love. Yes. Good evening. I want to thank you. Just wanted to come in and say hello. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Detox Diva. I appreciate you for coming through. I appreciate all you for coming through. And like I said, this is just me speaking my piece right quick. I'm not trying to be on too quick. Yeah, well, I'm a fan. No. It's all good. It's all good. Technetic Beats, appreciate you for coming through. But that was that situation. There's just a little technical difficulties when it came to that drone. So my fault, apologies. Good to see you as well, Tech Beaks. Pink Kisses is good to see you as well. It's good to see a lot of you folks out there. I'm going live today because, like I said, I just wanted to try to keep up the practice and keep it moving and going and whatnot. And I enjoy seeing a lot of you folks out there. Like I said, this is not going to be a long live stream. I'm not going to keep you on here too long because I was debating on whether or not I was going to set up a Hangouts or if I was just going to go for my phone. SNS Darkness, yo, appreciate you for coming through. And I encourage you all to support each other in the Hangouts. In the chat. If you see somebody or see something that you like, you know, this is what it is. Yes. I was gonna get to that. Brenda. That's probably one of my last pieces of business that I'm gonna get into. But also, I wanted to say before I get into that, for the folks out there who have negative things to say, who want to tear people down and be divisive and stuff like that, hey, go to your corner, keep it over there. You don't have to bring it around folks that's trying to uplift and upbuild people. So I personally say, if you got nothing good to say, if you got nothing, of value, of worth to offer to the conversation when it comes to trying to bring solutions and solve things and, bring love and peace and charity, more of it into the world, then kick rocks, go that way. Like I said, you got an audience for that, over there, but that's what that is, So to my final piece of business, yes, Brenda G has brought it up. Keep warm out there because there's a polar vortex, There's a polar vortex hitting across the Midwest to the Northeast, from the window to the wall. Anyway, I'm not gonna sing the rest of that song, but yeah, it's cold outside. So if you don't have to be outside, if you don't have to work, if you don't have to do that particular thing, yeah, Melody, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't have to be outside, if you don't have to work, like I said, stay home. Don't try to be a hero out there, anything like that. Yes, I know you know what a blizzard looks like up there, Cargo 619. You up there in Canada, so, old Canada. The wind chill at my house right now is -19. Let me see what the weather is here. I'm gonna take away a view from me, but I'm looking at it right now. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it in Brooklyn. I'm waiting for it to update. Okay, they're saying it's 36 degrees in New York, so you can see it right here. Let me see. You see it 36. They're saying it's 36 degrees. As you can see, Mel in the corner and whatnot. Technetic Beats on my side in a t-shirt in Seattle. Stop showing off. Get out of here, Tech Beats, with that, man. And then at 8 p.m., they're saying it's supposed to be -16 degrees. It's already past that. I don't see it tomorrow. Anyway, forget it. I'm not a weatherman. What's going on? All Things Beauty. Appreciate you for coming through. This part I'm saying, though, to you folks out there that's in the cold, that's, got to deal with this polar vortex. Dress warm. Don't go outside if you don't need to. Don't try to be a hero. Don't put yourself in any compromising situations. Make sure you're not outside longer than you need to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where, if you got to go to work, you do what you got to do. Go straight home. Don't be playing around in the cold or whatnot. Don't you want to be the next Al Roker? No, I do not want to be the next Al Roker. I don't. I think I'm more beautiful than that man, but that's another story. I'm going to leave that alone. You're going to make me get back into the gym. Nah, no Al Roker here. I get it, though. I appreciate that, I want to be the next Mel, the first Mel. But like I said, I need to show you some of my old pictures. Yeah, Tech Beats. I know you thought that was funny. Nah. Al Roker, no relation. But it's all love. Anyway, I'm saying to folks out there, be safe. Try to stay warm. Again, like I said, try to spread love as much as you can. Be kind, say a kind word. If you see somebody that needs help up the stairs with a stroller, if you see an old elderly person that needs help across the street, or, if you see somebody, that could use assistance or a kind word, don't be afraid to give that kind word, or, at least say a prayer for a person and stuff like that. What if I want to be dangerous? Well, if you want to be dangerous, then, to each his own. I mean, I guess the chips will fall where they may on that one. If you're gonna be dangerous, then be prepared. Be prepared to be dangerous. And whatever comes with that. Just don't tell them Mel sends you. I didn't send you to be dangerous. That you acting on your own accord. Shout out to the FBI that's watching. But yeah, so like I said, if you want to be dangerous, that's on you. But yeah, if anything, even if you're gonna be out there and you're gonna be dangerous, as some folks are saying, try to be warm. Like I said, I'm gonna be dangerous helping that old lady crossing the freeway. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is probably dangerous to help the old lady cross the freeway. But first, I would ask the old lady crossing the freeway, why are you crossing the freeway? That's that whole particular situation. 20 minutes have elapsed. Oh my God, every time I hear say that at the start of the 90s hip hop. You're funny, you're funny, you're funny. Yeah, I try. I'm trying to get my groove back. Check on the old folks in this weather. Make sure they're warm and fed. Yes, I agree with you, Brenda G. And also, too, like I said, make sure you bundle up when you go out there. Have at least 2 or 3 layers on. We don't want you to get caught up in the polar vortex. All that stuff. We want to see you again on the Mel Mel live stream. It's a Rome thing. Good evening to you, Rome. I'm just about to actually wrap this up. But I appreciate all you folks for coming by. Thank you for listening. Shout out to folks in the replay. I got that from Cargo. Appreciate anybody that got to this point. Congratulations for making it to this point in the live stream. You have won goose egg. But I appreciate you, and I'll see a lot of you folks at your channels as you pop up with different videos. You already know it's Mel Mel. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I know I miss you already too. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Thank you, Road King. All things beauty. Always a pleasure to see you.